This name helped me out, was timestamping previous videos, and I apparently missed one of my ships. I did a run without naming a ship, and I'm actually on run number 13, not number 12, so we will correctly name this ship. I did unlock a couple new ones last time. I want to try the Adjudicator because it's the most different. Maybe the Osprey after that if we get to it. Thank you for confirming this name. What else? I think we're going to do, this session will be 4 hours of FTL, and then next week will be 4 hours of FTL, and that'll put us within an hour of the main plus extra how long to be. I think it'll be a good time to call it. But we'll see how far we can take it. I will attempt normal again, since we don't have the Engi ship now. And I want to look through and make some choices. Hey, Yukapo, how's it going? Based on people that chatted recently. Doesn't have any drones. Zoltan shield. Only the energy outburst from FTL engine is powerful enough to recharge it. Okay. Basically, you start every combat with it. Lato missiles only require 1 power. They don't do very much damage, but they have pure shields. What sail are you? What game did you pick up? Albert Beam. That's interesting. Huh. So this group doesn't have a way to get through. I mean, I guess the missiles, but interesting. Get to Sector 5 without upgrading your reactor. Wow. The Zoltan cruiser have 29 power and systems at the same time. Okay, so that's like the opposite of this one. Sort of. Destroy its ship before it gets to the Zoltan shield. Oh, it's powerful enough to get through low shields? Interesting. Is that based on damage dealt, or how do I know that the beam can push through it? Data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. This crap. They must have a super shield bypass unit. Okay. Appreciate the extra flavor text. Be like, what are you talking about? I've got borders, that makes no sense. Tetris effect and surround sound. Yeah. I like surround. There are some games, like the Sovereign conversation in Mass Effect. I feel like only really works if you have a subwoofer. Or at least the effect is greatly increased, I should say. Made my whole room shake back in the day. You don't know how they managed to get through. Oh, that's cool that they changed that. At least they had text at all, right? Didn't have to do that. Wait till I get to 50 before I jump. Nice, Yukapo. Oh, that's pretty great. Jump to see laser blast coming on the other side of the beacon. Aid the ship. Ah, okay. I have to draw a line, right? Now, why is the meter red on this one? I forgot that the super shield blocks missiles too. That's cool. Oh, that's a lot of damage. It's just ignoring the shield too. That's cool. Super shield seems pretty nice. A lot of the damage you can take happens to be in the early stages of a fight, it feels like. Intruders? Don't you dare. That's gonna hit me. Ow. I can't fire my halberd beam now. Thanks. Not great. Just have to repair this if we can. No shields. Work out. That's fine. I gotta keep him in here to power it. It's interesting. Only has one hull too. It's really unfortunate. I guess that'd be a good time to use my Lato missile. Reminder that I'm on normal. Alright. I lost my halberd beam again. Just about out of oxygen too. And I missed with my missile. Oof. I got some resources. Oh, don't walk that way, you moron. You're gonna die in that hallway. He's gonna die too. I'll have to send 2 people to repair. Oh, he has to go through that hallway. Those aren't connected. Shit. Alright, well, that's good to know. Let's just get everyone in here, can we? No, I have to repair this, otherwise if he walks through this room, he's gonna die. At least you can partially repair those breaches. Wrong hallway. Don't shoot him. It's nice that I basically never have to power the medbay in this, provided I always have Zoltan troops. Still out of oxygen in this room, so... Oh, oxygen's not powered anymore. Yikes. Okay. Now they should actually heal. Level 1 medbay heals at the same rate, lack of O2 kills, right? Alright, this ain't a great start. Not feeling super confident, right? Confident or competent. Just a little bit, Game Saucer. Just a teensy bit. Also because I was off by 1 hull. No. I guess long-term damage is low. I didn't lose any characters. And I didn't take that much damage. Full damage. And I only consumed 2 missiles. So it could have been worse. The scrap shortage is nuts. I think I come out ahead by like 11 scrap. Hey, 11 scrap. Total value. Powering up their FTL. Don't you dare. Let's see. I think I want to get an extra reactor so I can have the missile at the same time. I guess I can disable regular shields. Oh, I don't even have a thing assigned for that. Crap, I have to switch off the halberd beam. Didn't realize I was short one. Does do a shitload of damage. Was enough to delay their FTL. Take down the shield, the beam does more damage. Okay, that's good to know. But otherwise, the beam doesn't actually deal shield damage, right? Just, it's basically damage reduction. 18 scrap. I like to have the choice in case I get in trouble. Distress signal was a scam. What? Defense turn isn't. Shoot down my missile. Can't shoot down my beam though. Oh, straight up missed. Is that an anti-drone drone? Oh, never mind. Don't need more missiles for now. Oh yeah, that's great. Let's do that all day. This is my favorite ship configuration, the one I'm fighting right now. Don't you dare. It appears to be trying to escape. Oh, shield's holding. What was that achievement? Win the fight at 100% Zoltan shield, maybe? Or win the fight while not having run out of Zoltan shield. Okay. Maybe one of those things. Get an extra before your big slow beam loses its charge. Yeah. Attack the pirates. You know it. Pause menu has ship achievements. Ah. Destroy a ship before it gets through the Zoltan shield. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to go for the have a ton of power in systems before this mission ends, although I don't really have the scrap to do that, so we'll see. Trying to escape. Good luck with that. 4 fuel, a drone part, and 10 scrap. I don't need fuel right now. I need, well, that's the equivalent of like 12 scrap. I can totally finish them off. Later, friends. I think that's better. Guess I could always sell the flat gun. I could experience the flat gun before. Requires 3 power though. Alright. I'll wait and see what I jump to. Keep my regular shield ready. Hit Nebulas as much as possible. Which is an unknown weapon for 45 scrap. I think I can hit 4 here, right? I should just try to hit weapons and shields. Zoltan v Zoltan. I'm just gonna hit the Zoltan shield. That's alright. Sweet. Does that mean that their current missiles aren't going to hit me? I'll take it then. Let's jump! Hey! Value. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'll have to start buying missiles in this zone to keep using the Jared missile. Take out shields early. Beam's pretty great. Let's try to keep exploring if we can here. Let's see what all hits the exit. I don't think I can go all the way around. Let's do this, this, this. This. Maybe. What sides do we have Thanksgiving? The only one I care about is stuffing. We make stuffing with 4 sticks of butter. And, really, really good. What do you guys do? I have shamelessly gotten an entire plate of stuffing before. Yeah. It's really good stuffing. Comes with fires. That's a long way to put it out through venting, yikes. That's my only door into the ship is right here, right? So. It might be too slow, I guess we'll see. Oh, I see them there. My bad. Thanks. Are you sure? Ah, just when the fire did damage. Jump. Don't want to go repairing stuff in the middle of a solar flare. Bread kind. Really? That's interesting. Yeah, we got like a few bags of like low quality bread, like Kroger brand bread, and then kind of let it get stale over a couple days. Then break it up for stuffing, and it's really good. Quarantine level 5 in effect. FHA Act 22. Federal Housing Association. Oh shit. Okay, it was just... yeah, I understand. Pie is very good. I'm increasingly a fan of savory foods over sweet foods. I guess you can have savory pies. I think the only savory pie I've had is a shepherd's pie. Cow pie, that sounds really good. Okie doke. Probably have to exit after this jump. We'll see. Search among the stores. Not friends of the rebel fleet. Stay strong. Thanks, friend. I have had chicken pot pie. Good call. You get Marie calendars, make them in the air fryer. Really, really good. Alright, let's see. Could start investing in better shields. It's less necessary in this setup, but basically I just need to kill the enemy before they can kill me. That's always true, but it's especially true with the Zoltan. Kill them before they can deplete my Zoltan shield, I should say it that way. I would need 90 scrap. I still want to leave a little bit left over. Storage vessel for military goods. Got to attack the automated ship. Should never ever power my medbay with this group, unless if I get a new crew member who's not a Zoltan. It's pointless. Oof. Okay. This is about to be bad. At least this thing doesn't have any shields. Go ahead and try to nuke its weapons down if I can. I don't like the look of that. Looks like a triple shot laser gun. Double shot. That's the dream right there. Wonderful. System repair drone. That's money when I sell it. Okay, well I have enough, but I'm gonna see what I jump to in the next sector first. Zoltan controlled. Look at all these choices I have. Guess it matters for the rest of the branch. Hey! First node shop. Big fan. Let's see. Recruit more people. Pretty low on money though. I don't think I want to do any of these things. Doing okay on fuel. If I nab a quick repair, I won't be able to afford. Let's sell this, and then I can buy the repair. Alright, 2 levels of shield. I might be able to get away with just having that. I mean, once the Zoltan shield goes away, it's really bad. Most of my other builds have been attrition, like, try to win by surviving for a really long time, and I feel like I have to go the opposite direction with this ship. I have to try to win really fast. Alright, let's hit the shields and the weapons. Yeah, looks great. And I've got 7 missiles, so I can spare 1 to shoot the shields down. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's a good call. It has more synergy with the Zoltan shield. And my current evasion rate is kind of trash, isn't it? Oh, it's not. Fire another missile. Shit, it's too late. Misclick. I really like that halberd laser. Nice scrap. Okie doke. I could take it now, it's cheap. 30. Probably shouldn't be driving around with 3 scrap, though. Participate in the Zoltan study. 11 scrap. Not great. Try to hit as many of these Nebula nodes as we can. Okie doke. No shields, don't need to waste any missiles. Get 4. Alright. In the dream. Hopefully this will be a good example of the Zoltan shield, saving my bacon here. Nice. I'd like to upgrade... Oh, did I start with doors too? That's cool. I didn't notice that. I want to get better sensors in the default piloting. Oh, thanks. I thought I did. What else hits the exit node? Should be kind of waste. It's okay. Hey, Darkstar. Let's secure the fuel supply. Do not want to run out of fuel. Possible? Don't think straight lines work the way I want them to here. Very sad. No, I don't know if to take the shields down. Shit, forgot to turn off my missile launcher again. Wish I could set certain weapons to auto-fire and other ones not to auto-fire. Because I can manually cancel them. Sweet. 2 fuel, 14 scrap. Okay. Oh, right. Remember, I lose some when I jump like that. Maybe I can make it all the way around. That might be pushing it. Identifies you as hostile. Boo, stealth. Oxygen wasn't powered last area. I didn't notice that. I'm gonna do weapons actually. Yeah, I saw it. Does beam have a decent chance to cause fires or not really? No, the weapons are damaged, so don't need to waste a missile. Depends on the beam. So it has to specifically say that it causes fires for that to work. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't think that's gonna fly. I really don't want to loop around up here after already going to the exit. Well, this is... I can already make this choice. Okay. If I could jump from here to here, I'd be more comfortable doing it. Well, I guess I've never actually dealt with anti-ship battery rebel missions. So I could find out what it's like. This is when the run went down. Maybe I'll meet a mercenary that I can pay to hold them back. Rip. Oh, Zoltan shields. Okay. Let me clear it out here. I think we're fairly safe from damage in this. Yeah, it's got a laser and a single shot. Or it's got a beam and a single shot laser, so I think with 2 levels of shield it can never damage me. So I need to use that missile. It's okay. 17 scrap. Two fuel, 2 missile, 32 scrap. It's pretty good for this mode. Hey, a store. Maybe buy some fuel here, we'll see. Ooh. Heard some more Zoltan. Boost the ship's charge. Don't really care about any of that. I'll hold on to the flak cannon. I can still see myself using it for the whole kill the guys before my Zoltan shield goes away. I just have to spend a ton of scrap to be able to use it. I think I'll recruit another person here. They have no skills, they have no style, they have no grace. Okay. I'm just basing that now on people who have chatted recently when I recruit a character. Where do I put the new guy? Shield room. There's nothing wrong with the flak cannon, it's amazing. It's just very expensive, so I can't afford it right now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fight some rebels here. It's gonna be fun. I won my last... Whoa. Oops. Well, that's a game over. I thought those top right 2 connected. I thought I checked that. Oops-a-daisy. Uh-oh. Maybe I can get away on the FTL. Yeah. It's over. Anti-ship battery. Yikes. Just gonna Hail Mary. Maybe the Zoltan shield will let me get away? Who knows? Probably not. Nice miss. Can I... Does this basically 2 damage reduction on the beam? Can I not do any damage to the ship so long as it has 2 of those? Hey, I didn't take any damage. Can we keep that up though? Probably not. Okay. Oh, it's a storm. Crap. Dump the oxygen for now. Try to take out its weapons while I can. These don't have an anti-ship battery here. That's pretty good. Flak. Wow. That was a hell of a flak fire there. Can I jump with intruders on board? We'll get rid of them. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. That's gonna hit me and it's gonna hurt. There's anything I can do about it. Ow! Jesus. Jiminy Christmas. I gotta send someone to go fix oxygen or we're gonna have a bad day. I gotta send 2 people to go fix oxygen. I can't move my pilot if I'm gonna jump out of here. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Let's just go for their shields. Well, no, let's go for this. Try to buy myself a little bit of time. Oh, I thought the oxygen room didn't have oxygen. Phew. Could have been much worse. Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing. Oh, golly. Oh, golly gosh. Jiminy G's. Ah, poor Serp. Died on his way to the medical room. Boy, he was trying. Oh, jump is faster? I didn't know that. Oh, just don't screw up the engine or piloting, please. Okay, well, that's really bad. Not great. She probably should have sent them both to repair the medical room. Yeah, that was a mistake. I don't think he's gonna get to finish repairing it in time. I have no other way to heal them, and I'm out of oxygen. Well... Still airborne, it's still good. Now I know to be especially careful to make sure all the nodes connect. Yep. Never leaving the cockpit. Can't even go to the bathroom. Walk out of there before the repairs are done. Oops. You get a random event. Your entire crew has been healed. What? That's a waste. Yeah. Or to get a shop that has something that lets me repair without actually having to be in the room. We're dead ship walking right now. Oh yeah. I thought it would always go empty no matter what. Whoops, wrong button. Yukupo and this name, both down to 1 hit point. Yukupo's stuck in the pilot room because there's hull breaches on both of the rooms that let you leave the pilot room. Should have recruited the guy. I guess I'll sell the flat kit. Alright, Steven. Save the day, Steven. You brought snacks. Pee in a cup. Can be scarf. So much wasted scrap. Maintenance scrap. Yeah. We can still win this. No, we can't. Being way behind on scrap on normal is, like, unacceptable. Back to piloting. You can be a new gunner. Scarf. Come get your armor. Okie doke. This is much more friendly. Played enough Overwatch for a lot of those voice lines to be burned into my brain as well. Refugees are criminals and we're escorting fugitives. Hey, calm down, friend. It's not, it don't be like that. I have no missiles anyway. Okay. How can I not win this because of their shield being level 2? 2 damage reduction makes the beam do nothing. And I just sold my flat cannon, so I can't swap to that. Continue to be behind on scrap. Bye-bye. Yep, gotta run from this one too. Actually, no. Maybe the asteroids might help me out here. I can time it right. No, we want to hit the shield room. Okay. Now we might be able to get some scrap. Just go fix that now. Well, it's not that big a deal. Not an important area. Ow, that's bad. Nice. Let's go fix these things. Yeah. Fix them in the long term, but... I guess I never have to be in that room ever, huh? It can only be a inconvenience for a boarder, I guess. So this ship kind of reminds me of the second human ship. Really, really strong early game, but you better replace some of that early weaponry if you want to have a chance later on. It must have a super shield bypass. Yeah. Even just a little laser to take down the first shield. I gotta do this. I'm gonna waste some Rebel Pursuit and get further behind on scrap. Oh, I'm out of fuel as well. Oops. Hull Smasher Laser. Requires 2 power. Double damage on systemless rooms. Interesting. We really need to use that to puncture shields. Oh, wait. In case I need scrap, though. Are you serious, game? So nice. Don't mind backtracking. Participate in the Zoltan study. Study number 2. 17 scrap. Examine the station. Scrap the machinery. Might be able to make that. How slow that section's moving. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's just go. Slug Home Nebula. Okay, so I can maybe get a slug quest here. This run's not a total wash. I did get the 1 achievement, but I'd like things to be better if possible. Looking for the Homeworld. Unknown weapon for 45 scrap. 2 shield. Wow, so I just lose the scrap? Do I get it back if I defeat them? Probably not. Not a beacon. It's a chance when you agree to see what's in their stores. Oh, I think I've seen that mission before, haven't I? It sounds familiar. Being out of fuel isn't gonna end well. Save the beam since I didn't damage their shields enough to matter. Oh, I mistimed that. Bummer. Well, now I have to run away. They have 3 shield. Stay hidden. No fuel. Sorry, I don't have any missiles. If I had one missile, it would have been okay. We got even more fuel for it. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I can actually see the 2 fuel for 8 scrap. Woof. Oh, and there were 2 stores next to me, too. Golly gosh. Hopefully there's some scrap here. Nope. Turn off my oxygen, too. Super rude. I gotta run. I guess I could turn on the hull laser instead of the halberd beam. Well, even that's only 1 shot at a time, I assume. Yeah. Well, shots per charge is 2, but it's not enough still. If I had enough energy for that and the halberd beam, maybe. Survived way longer than I have any business surviving. Is it shameful to restart in this game? Like, I probably would have restarted about 20 minutes ago. Seen people's opinions about restarting in roguelikes. So now you're just screwed. I think that's kind of too bad. It would be nice if there was like a very rare event that could turn things around. Main new game. Yes. Let's try the other ship we unlocked. This one. It's a multi-ethnic crew. Mario Party rules. Well, given how long a potential run is, some sort of late game catch up if you manage to survive that long. Because the only other alternative is to give up. Yeah. First laser Mark II. 3 shots. 2 power. To Sector 5 without upgrading weapons. Using the cruiser, use your crew in 4 special blue event choices by Sector 5. Should be a higher chance because it's multi-ethnic. Use only the artillery beam to destroy an enemy ship while taking no hull damage. Is that's not the burst laser, right? I'd have to buy that at some point, presumably. Well, Binding of Isaac, I don't think there's ever a point in Binding of Isaac where you are going to take damage and it's completely unavoidable. Right? This game, you get screwed by math a lot. My systems? I don't have any augmentations. I have a gun. Oh wait, I've never seen this before. Slow, high-powered beam that pierces all shields and does 1 damage per room hit. Huh. And that's its own system? That's interesting. It's unique to this ship. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed it otherwise. Let's give it a try. This is the Star Trek ship. Alright. automated rebel ship impervious to heat. Oh. First thing I run into turns off my fancy special thing. It's a bummer. Great. I didn't know the fire from that could destroy a system immediately. It's good to know. It's gonna take too long. I could send my Rockman to put it out, and then send the Engi to help fix it. He just is so slow. I would vent here, but I can't because of the hacking. I'll get another fire before I can jump. Oh wait, no. I thought he was the pilot. Wrong side of the ship. Think we avoided it, maybe? I don't hear the fire sound. It might be okay. Stop his engines now. Wait, I do hear a fire sound. Send somebody on a quick tour and just make sure. Yeah, I don't hear it now. I think we're fine. How much does this thing cost to upgrade? Try to get that all the way upgraded first. Do I have to assign extra power to it for that to work? Oh, okay. I see. Try to go for that Reach Sector 5 achievement. Seems doable. Attack the pirates. Triggers on mind control. Gross. Nothing I can really do about that. I'm just gonna have to let him wreak havoc. This is one of the first times I've encountered a ship with mind control when I also don't have mind control. They do work together on repairing if there's multiple people in the room, right? Only the one that does the last point gets any XP. Okay. Oh, this thing fires automatically? Okay, I thought I was gonna have to manage it. Just as soon as it fills up, basically. Good to know. No problem, friend. cool. See if I can go around and hit the shop. Accept their bribe. Just be a hero. That room doesn't matter, but I'll go ahead and bend it. The fire to cause damage or spread to the next room. Right on, 6-gun. I'm excited to play it. It looks really fun. Does that beam also ignore Zoltan's shield? Nine scrap. It's Rebel Scout. Use the leverage you gain saving their lives to convince them to delay the pursuing fleet. I would rather get the salvage. It's not very much salvage. At least I didn't murder them. That would have been much worse. And getting that to a 20-second cooldown, I bet, is really strong. Dude. It's like a normal high damage beam. Rebel ship happens to jump nearby. I should have let my engine guy finish repairing first. I think he'll get there in time. Good job, Kaimo. Ow. I disabled my weapons too. But it didn't disable my artillery. That's interesting. Gives you some protection against, since you have a different system that's managing it. Pulsars, man. Tell you what. Does it automatically try to do as much damage as possible? Or is the beam line random? God, disabled my weapons again. At least FTL's delayed. Oh, they died from fire, I think. Right on. Decent amount of scrap. 1 damage beam pierces all shields. I didn't read the rules for Golden Sky Stories. It sounds like it'll be fun to learn it on stream, but it sounds like if you're a dog, you have to have another human that's your owner. Alright, so get a new gun here. We're going to try to avoid that because we're going for the Chivo. Means I don't need missiles. Don't need drone parts. Don't need fuel yet. Pick 1 to 3 weakness power combos. Ah. Defend the outpost. Uh-oh. What you hacking? Alright, that's probably the best thing you could possibly hack. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, disabled my laser just as I was firing it. Rude. That's nice. How hard the game would be if the AI timed their weapons. Right. Okay, I need a little more power to be able to afford that. I think I should be able to swing dude. I might have to fight a guy at the exit, but... Ion pulse. That's fine. They're on repairing those weapons and staying. That's also fine. Doke. So many unremarkable systems. I'll have to fight one guy. No anti-ship battery though. So the rule is the rebel ship you encounter in this case is generally one class better than what you typically encounter in that sector. If you're typically encountering dudes with, oh, there is an anti-ship battery. I wonder if that's a normal thing. Or maybe it's just a chance. I guess I had a couple that didn't have one when I got stuck deep in rebel territory last run. Ow, 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 ow. Holy shit. Anti-ship battery sucks sometimes. Just don't damage my piloting or my engine, please. Get out of Dodge. Abandoned sector. Maybe I can recruit. Trying to get as multiracial a crew as possible. Okay. So things aren't great. Don't suffocate, friend. She repaired the breach at least. Okay. Pow. Excuse me. Okie doke. Immediate store. Okay, this is the only node I can get to pre-store. I don't think there's anything I want to get there other than maybe repairs. Hearing those telltale percussion as you zone into an area you know there's going to be a fight. Later, Raker. Dodge. Nope, that's not a dodge. That's not a dodge at all. Not a good day. Wow, shit can go south really fast if there's a beam drone and your shields are down. Yikes. It's bad timing on the laser there. So you took out the drone. This fire's just spreading from other rooms. Is that what that red means, those lights? No, it means there's something bad in the room you're currently in. Yeah, alright. Just to limit further damage taken. Okay, I don't think we're gonna put out these fires in time. Is my doors room busted? It is. Okay. Oh dear. Why is my doors button not working? That's why. Send you here. Start moving him first. Close these doors. Oh, I see the fire doing damage. That's interesting. I don't think I noticed that before. Fires are out, I think. So if I want my Engi to have my best healing, I need to like have the other person leave right as the meter's almost full, I guess. Like this. Maybe that. Okay. Well, that was pretty ugly. Walked out with 11 scrap. That is not a lot of scrap. I can do this and then hit the store. I didn't think about that. Maybe I'll get some scrap here. -7 missiles for 37 scrap. That's fantastic. All day I will do that. Yes, please. And hopefully at the shop I can just get a close to full repair, maybe. Yep. Oh, I didn't finish repairing my shit. Well, I can do it after this round. Shooters on board are no big deal. Here, 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 here. And let's make sure that the medbay is powered, which it is. Yeah. It seems like there's... I mean, unless if something really bad happened in the previous stage, there's a flat solution to intruders. It'd be nice if it gave you something. I don't know what it should give you. Maybe a chance to recruit one of the intruders or something. They leave something behind. I guess they technically raise your combat skills, but it's still kind of trash. Go up so slowly anyway. It's another store. Doot doot doot. The gift of survival. That puts you behind though. It's almost as bad as getting an empty sector. That's where I'd like some kind of catch-up mechanic. You only get so many nodes in the game. I bet someone's done the math on this. I bet there's a certain amount of scrap you need to earn per sector based on difficulty in order for the fight to be winnable. Oh, none. Looks like the... typical airplane. Get the empties, you can move on immediately. Yeah. It's effectively the same thing as an empty, except it's frustrating. It takes time to get past. Gonna save up like 105 to get the final artillery beam upgrade, and I think I definitely want it. Let's do that. Do you have anything that could help my mission? Sorry, we don't have anything. Alright, so that would have to depend on having blue text, I assume. Maybe if we had a Linnaeus in our party. Metal demons have come to absorb your very being. Attack Linnaeus ship. I haven't noticed you yet, but they will. That sucks. I guess only while the hack is active does it deny me piloting bonus. Okay. Ow. Awesome. I guess they're not allowed to leave that room either, which is bad. 24 scrap. 26 scrap. Very nice. You can go heal. Oh, oops. Did that wrong. Let's see. Maybe I can do bottom 3. Is there a Linnaeus homeworld in this game? Like, does it show up as that, or can you only run into it in these abandoned sectors? Ow. Not as bad of an ow as I thought it was going to be. It's just abandoned. But is there a mission you can get in an abandoned sector to get a Linnaeus ship? I think that's the one I'm most interested in trying. 2 missile, 1 drone bar, 10 scrap now. You can do better. It's just straight better. Other ship only unlocks from other ships? Okay. Gotcha. Do you get piloting or engine skill for dodging asteroids? Can you sit in an asteroid field with enough shield indefinitely and just farm up your pilot and dodge skills? It seems super cheesy, so I assume no. Buy a slave, free them and join your crew, attack the slaver scum. Probably gonna have to deal with 2 shields in the next area, which I think should be okay with the burst laser, and my artillery thing ignores shields in the first place, so a little bit more resilient to that in this build than prior builds. You dare. Surrender's not an option. Many lives were lost on that ship. Yeah. Alright. Sweet. So now it's only a 20-second cooldown, which is quite short. I needed the scrapped Engi Homeworlds. We already did the Zoltan quest. I don't think I've gotten an Engi one. Maybe this is only if you didn't unlock it through the early run means. Let's do the store. No, I'm not. Pretty sure I'm actually the bad guys. I'm the Empire, basically. It gives you a different ship? Okay, cool. Keep an eye out for it then, we'll see. Give them the requested 5 missiles, give them 15 missiles. Drone recovery arm, great. So I could always sell it. Can't sell missiles. Maybe get drones. It's a lot of distress signals. You do this and then hit some of them. That one's isolated. Distress signal coming from a small space station. Their satellite defense system is going haywire and the repair crew can't approach without being fired on. Promise to help. Engi crew, that's 1 of 4. Remotely repair the targeting system. 39 scrap. Start thinking about shields. That's 100 scrap for a shield upgrade. Attack the ship. So one of the only upgrades in this game, or only assignments of power that has an instant effect, is assigning power to engines that previously wasn't there, right? Because if you assign to shields, you have to wait for the shield to generate. Assign to oxygen, you have to wait for oxygen to flow through. Because if you assign to medbay and someone's in the medbay, they heal immediately. Weapons have to charge. Because you can pause the game and move to engines mid-fire. Ow. Let's keep on the weapons. Hey, fires did it for me there. Saving up for shield level 2. Current project. Is the Engi Homeworld going to be a distress call? First seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Wreckage appears to be a battle between Federation fighters and Rebel cruisers. Will reinforcements arrive? Of course they do. Hi, buddy. Oh, I don't have doors here, do I? Shit. Whoa, that sucks. And he worked him up. Oh, their weapons are down, that helps. No distress hazard or ship. Okay, thanks. Don't you dare. 4 fuel, drone part, and 16 scrap. Nope. Cool, that was worth it. There's my 100 scrap. Shops nearby. Skip the distress signal then. Some engines next, I think. Probably shouldn't speak too soon, but I feel like this is the least terrified I've been on a normal run. I feel like every other normal run I've done, I've felt really behind the scrap curve, but it could be because I don't have this gnawing feeling that I need to spend a ton of scrap on upgrading weapons and buying weapons. Stun bomb. Let's deal with that. It uses missiles. Stuns all crew inside. Yeah, but I can't upgrade to use it. I guess I could deactivate the burst laser to fire it in an emergency. I'll probably just end up selling it. Rebel carrier, lay low and blend in. That connects. Absolutely. That also connects. So I can try to do this, just to maximize my chance of getting the Engi ship. Have your Engi crew member contact them. Pools of analogous elements. Offer your help. Edit a quest marker to the next sector. Sweet. Oh, 2 quest markers in the next sector. Sweet. Alright, and I'm 2 out of 4 on the blue text thing as well. So, mate. That connects. Now, if I do this, I'm going to have to fight a bunch of rebels. But if I get the quest, then I'm done. Let's see. Anti-combat drone. Unless of that thing I just got was the quest. It's possible. Is that 2 things to do? Hey, ship battery again. Ooh. Yeah, it sounded like it. Sufficiently complicated. Holy shit. I'll send it down here now. Oh my god. I'm just gonna die instantly, aren't I? It says there's 2 markers. Okay. Would make sense if that was it. This is brutal. Which means I can't dodge. Can't get away either. No, I'm gonna die. It's over. That's really bad. I haven't had one of these missions be this bad before ever. Kaboom! Well, dang, yo. Golly. Baroni. I like that one, and I kind of want to try it again. Let's see. I like the idea of this one, too, if I can get better support for it. 29 power and systems at the same time. Kami... 6... This is 15. Yeah, you can get wrecked pretty fast. Let's stay in Nebula's. Attempt to follow and help them. Very nice. Okay, let me start thinking about what I want to do here. I gotta get support for the halberd beam. It's probably going to involve finding something at a store. Go here, and then the store. Preferably something that's low energy that doesn't consume missiles, that can put pressure on shields. I'd even take an ion beam, I think. Lead the civilian ship. Oh, that's as good as it's gonna get. 4 rooms. Nice dodge. Go team. Sweet. Oh, I didn't know that mattered. If you start your laser line on the shield, huh? I didn't even consider that would matter at all. Right on. I can try that next time. Gotcha. So, because the shield acts as damage reduction for each tick of the laser for each room that it hits, if it manages to disable the shield on tick 1 in this room, then it will no longer apply damage reduction to this room or this room, is what you're saying? That's interesting. That is not an expected interaction. So it did 1, 2, 2. Interesting. Yeah, 4 fuel. I don't want to take more damage from them. Let's see what we got at the shop. Pull laser. Heavy laser. Required power 1. It's only 1 shot per charge. Swarm missiles. Try to go for the heavy laser. I sell some shit. Defense scrambler. Prevents enemy defense drones from targeting anything. That would have been nice a couple runs ago. Let's see. If I were to sell the missiles, I'd be paying extra for this laser. It only costs 1. It does do 2 damage. Fire breach and stun chance. I just need to be able to provide pressure for the halberd beam to do its thing. I feel like an ion beam is going to be better. This is going to set me back some scrap. I think I can hold out for now. Yeah. Especially if it misses. It does have a short charge time, but not short enough. So I think I'm going to wait it out. Worth checking here. Disconnect. Okay. That does not. I should be safe for the entire first and maybe most of the second sector. Third sector, I have to have a new gun to support the halberd beam, so let's see if that happens. Scrap. Now, that's fine. Let's just let our scrap float for a while. It's too bad I can't also cover the weapons room. Probably worth it to cover as many rooms as possible to do the maximum amount of hull damage versus disabling weapons. That's bad. That's really bad. It's a lot of fires. It's more than I'm used to seeing. Benedict, stop. Why are you like this? I brought in the beads. I've had my perler bead collection in my garage for a really long time. And it's just like a plastic tub with a bunch of little trays filled with beads, and Ben is already attacking it. Like, he knew it was something that was interesting to him. It used to be up on a shelf, and he knocked it over one time, and all the beads got mixed together. It was absolute hell. Stop disabling my beam, you jerks. Can deal with one fire, I think. God, stop disabling my beam. Oh, Ben. Alright. Don't you dare power up your FTL. Find the list of things I ain't trying here. Just gonna try to nuke them here before they fly away. Yeah. I'm looking forward to not having to continue relying entirely on it, but at the moment I kind of have to. Gotta jump out of here. Alright. Make the ship. It's the maximum number of rooms I can hit, I think. Yeah, the shape. Nice, Leon. I enjoyed what I saw of it. After I hit the shield once here, I might switch to weapons. I like starting on the weapons just because it reduces the overall risk I'm going to take and the amount of money I'm going to have to spend later on. So here's an interesting question. Let me think about how to phrase it not stupidly. The Zoltan shield. If I have 1 hit point of Zoltan shield remaining, and suppose I take 5 damage from a missile, does the 4 damage fall over and actually affect my ship, or does the 1 damage eat the entire 5? It eats all of it? Okay. It's a pretty corner case situation, but I guess it could happen. That's right. Never need to power medbay. Have you gotten decently far in it, Leon? How many hours have you played of it so far? I have some room to dick around once I get down there. The exit's pretty far from where I am right now, even though the rebels are close to me. That's all isolated. This is an unfortunate map. Can't really explore as much as I'd like to. You're an escort to a nearby system. Okay. Fuck. I guess I can abandon them? No, it's early enough in the level. I may as well try it, see what happens. Oh, really? Is there a penalty for screwing people over? Oh yeah, I'm dead, aren't I? I didn't realize it would be that bad. I thought maybe I'd get one more step of safety. 5 hours, right on. Like if I take their fuel and then don't escort them, what happens? Oh, I never powered that at all. Alright, well, we're dead. We have to jump anyway, I can't damage it with 2 levels of shield. Nothing happens? Okay. I feel shame. Oxygen's already out. That door is busted out. My door room is screwed. Yeah. Yeah, I should just restart this one. I can't get out of here. So I guess restart. I want a new game. So we can name it properly. Oops. Okay, so I've definitely had runs where a couple rebels weren't that big of a deal, but this ship, if the halberd beam is not supported, cannot handle the rebels, period. Best it can do is maybe get away, so I should keep that in mind for the future. And it's simply not an option. Oops. I feel like I'm safer taking risks earlier in the run, but that is not a risk, it's suicide. Aid this merchant. Early quest marker. That's cool. Take it. Get down there without too much trouble, I think. In this case, I think it's better to do this to hit the maximum number of rooms, even though it won't start in the shield room. Let's try to take out weapons, maybe. Cool. Cool. Should be able to dork around down here. Carefully cut the ship out. Sweet. Attack the rebels. Let's see. I can get 5? Yeah. Again, I think that's correct, although it should hit the shield room second. As good as I'm gonna get. Basically, try to hit the shield room as early as possible. I might try to do a bunch of engine upgrades early on now, because I know those will always be good. I've been trying to wait for a store to decide how I'm going to build and keep my scrap handy. To like invest in weapons or whatever I need to do after finding a shop with a decent amount of scrap. But I feel like engines are good with the Zoltan ship no matter what. Steal the civilian supplies. This is why the rebels will always have support, because I robbed some farmers? Come on, guys, you don't know what I'm dealing with over here. You should try playing FTL and then talk. Yeah, that's a good deal. Hey, and there's a store. Oh, I didn't realize that. Most other ships started 2 engines. Another quest, and another crewmate. Human, unfortunately. Should eventually have him man a room that will never need power, like sensors or doors. But for now, we'll do shore. That's gonna be... let's see. Try to not have the names roll over. Okay. I think I can get to that quest, right? Yeah, and then hit the exit. Might be perfect, actually. Let's see. Drones. I don't want any of this shit. Don't want to have to worry about that later. I think it's cheaper to buy it early on anyway. Okay, so I gotta get enough scrap for another one of those. Quests generally more rewarding in terms of scrap because they require 2 steps to complete versus just like destroying a ship. Don't want to fight about that. These drones are a really nice counter to the Zoltan shield. If I see that upgrade that lets me, what's it called? Lets me start my encounter with a full energy bar, I might take it. My weapons. I think it's got good synergy with this ship. Laser Charger Mark II. And 23 scrap. Requires 3 power. Charges multiple times. Next charge costs 4. 5 seconds to charge. Maybe. Get a decent amount of power to be able to use it. Sell the Lito, maybe. Oh, this sells for 120 scrap. The charge 3. Oh, you're talking about the... Never mind. I'm with you. The augment I was talking about that lets me start fully charged. Yeah. Gotcha. That's expensive. I feel like if getting to fire immediately reduces the damage I take to systems or lets me save a crew member from dying, it might eventually pay for itself. Ship closing fast. Oops. I can get a maximum of 3 rooms no matter what. No, actually that's even better. Sweet. At least in this case, if I get into trouble, I could always turn off the halberd beam and turn on the charge 2 beam. If we hit something with 2 shield that I can't deal with otherwise. I have some option other than just running away. Running away feels awful in this game. Grab this. Hit this quest. Maybe go up and... well, no, I'll hit the quest and I'll leave. But I had another node between the quest and the exit. Ignoring the fact that this is days late, I really appreciate that you delivered our materials. Actually, never mind. The rebels are moving further than I thought they were. Nothing of interest, bummer. Let's do Mantis controlled, why not? I like this theme too. Probably should hit the node above this so I could have more connections. That's good, I want to hit the weapons. Yeah, see if I can get my engines really high, since I basically am never guaranteed to take damage at the beginning of combat. I can make that Zoltan shield last a long time. So I should try to prioritize maxing out or getting engines as high as I can, at least to the diminishing returns breakpoint, I guess. It's not too hard to get to. Scrap. Actually, it's two shots per charge. That might be the thing that I take over the Leto missile for now. We need to spend how much? 85. 125 scrap. Maybe. Think about it. The store. These are all isolated though, so if I'm going to do the store, I should hit it now. Don't like it. Alright. Okay. Crew members, Zoltan shield bypass. Work through enemy super shields. Ship to jump to any previously visited beacon. That sounds like that could be really good. Save me from some of the problems that I've had. So I'll hit a repair. Go ahead and sell this defense drone. Take missiles. It's hard to know when I'm going to need that until I need it. So when I buy it, I should buy it now. Can I use it immediately? So, no real value right now. Well, a little bit, I guess. Guess I could explore down here and then warp back to the store. Still one wasted step. Yeah, let's give it a try. I think there's enough nodes up here to explore everywhere else, but then I can hit the store again and maybe get repairs if I need it or fuel. Alright. Asteroid field with the automated ship and no shields. Big fan. Just say the asteroids are going to kill it before I get to damage it. Yoke. Yeah, I know, right? Intruders on board. Bunch of jerks. They start with level 2 doors, right? Sure you really want to take those doors out, buddy? Is that worth your time to you? super bummer. You get no rewards for that at all. Solar flare as well. Screw that noise. Didn't even notice that earlier. Oh, not doing that. So we can deprive it of oxygen fast. Oh yeah, I see the difference in the FTL charge rate. I guess I haven't really put myself in a situation where I've had to run away like that. To notice how fast it was charging. Like, the speed of the FTL charge has never been relevant until recently. For me, anyway. Shields. Gotta do that. Dismiss. Let's go that drone if we can. Oh, good timing on the missile there. Now it's gonna hurt. Now. Let's fix that. Should have put him back in the shield room anyway, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Automated reloader for free. That was really good. Just increases the recharge rate of weapons by a flat amount, doesn't it? I guess I'll do this. It's not bad. It's comparable to having it manned, right? I think it that plus whatever their skill rating is. Alrighty, take it if it's free. Fix. I'm gonna save up. Okay, now we gotta get out of dodge. It's a fairly long jump there, though. Being able to warp back to a shop if I get in big danger is kind of nice. I can hit a lot of rooms with this, can I? Maybe fewer than I thought. I'm gonna do that, we should do this. Yeah. What's the maximum dodge you can possibly have? I don't think there are any augmentations that affect your dodge, are there? Something like 50%, 60 maybe? Max piloting and engine skill. Let's just do that. I think that'll feel good. Better than investing in shield. Do that and then that should be safe. Give them 15 missiles. Well, that wasn't worth it. It's okay. Not using missiles at all. Fueling platform. War doesn't justify abandoning one's values. War 100% justifies abandoning one's values. All the way it does. Are you kidding me? Actually, let's see if I jump into a shop sector. Engi Homeworlds. Cloaking at 60%. I can see Cloak being pretty good on this ship. Hey, there was a store. Okay, so let's do this and then the store. Send the fugitive and fight the Engi ship. Offer up the Mantis in exchange for a bounty. I'm just good at weapons, right? But then I have to power weapons, so I don't want to do that. Too bad having two people in a room doesn't do anything. Let's see a way to do that that's balanced and fun. As good as I'm gonna get. I guess none of these matter, right? Shoots down projectiles. Beams are not projectiles, right? Well, I need to start in the shield room anyway, so it's not all bad. Oh. Did dodge it? Did I miss, or did the thing shoot it down? It stopped it. Oh, I missed the 2 layers of shield. Shit, thank you. Alright, time to go then. Yeah, but at that point it was too late. I want to make sure I'm attacking them once I have the advantage of the Zoltan shield. I don't think I would have made a net improvement there. Let's see. 125, something like that. Check their offer. Oh right, we got this new Mantis guy. Well, he can be shields. Go be sensors, I guess. We put someone on doors next. He's trying. Refuel. Yeah, no, it's gonna die the instant I let go. That's more like it. Refuel 26. Promise to help. Fire on the defense system. It worked. Oh, well, kind of worked. Could have been better if I had better shit. Listen to their offer. Friends have been taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war. They can convince them of our poor decision by severely damaging their ship. So that is... Does that just give power to whatever the first weapon is? Okay, got it. I'll let that charge up before I can use it. Maybe if I take out their shields, I could switch to the halberd beam again. Gotta keep pressure on it, I think. I gotta do more than that amount of damage to it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to jump, unfortunately. I just can't do enough damage fast enough, basically. I gotta get weapon energy next. Oh, now I can. Wow. Definitely gotta jump now. It's a bummer. Lost all my charge, too. Womp womp. Go here, I can always have a safety exit. Masters haven't asked if you can help. Okay, so I probably have to already have an Engi to do that quest. Gotcha. Good. Neon's actually not as good at weapons. I'd have to power it though. I really don't want to. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Investigate the battlefield. Nothing. Explore the asteroid field. Probably because then I get to take out the weapons as well. That sucks. Oh right, double shield. Man. I'm not going to be able to get the scrap I need, so I get a lucky random event. Doing this wrong. I have to be ready before this sector with weapon upgrades. I shouldn't be going for engine upgrades like I have been. It's a mistake. That's a good deal. Room's dead. He's gonna die. Son of a bitch. I see you as my most useless crew member. I can't imagine playing this game on hard. Normal feels like everything has to go your way. You have to have perfect play. So maybe hard is for like a really busted ship build or something. It's gotta be beatable, I assume. Might be okay. I don't think it is, actually. I think I gotta go. I can't damage them, though. Like, the charge 2 doesn't get through fast enough. The one encounter that I stayed for, I tried using the charge 2 on. They eventually, as I was at 3.5 charge nodes, they shot my weapons room, and I lost all my charge. And by that point, I was already at 75% hull. That was a waste. Some people have long win streaks in hard. With better ships, I assume. I'll try it. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Oh, did I choose not to fight them? That was a mistake. Pugnant, arm the weapons. I'm trying. Right now I'm about 250 scrap behind, so this is already a lost cause, I feel like. 3 damage. Damn. Oh, not enough power. Yeah, let's just restart this one. I'm gonna keep trying to do the Zoltan ship. I need to do what that time I tried doing engines early, and I got to do that last. I have to get a backup weapon that fires along with the halberd beam. I've never done that with this build before. So start looping back around. Okay. Not ineffective right now. It will be soon. Not yet. Actually, I think I gotta do this. You know, the shields are nice, but I can't take damage. Perfect. That's a fairly convenient solar flare. At least get enough energy to use the Leto missile, but even that's not great. I want to have something that doesn't depend on my missile count. I guess I could invest in the energy for it, at least have that early on until I can get a replacement weapon. They're trying to fix stuff. It doesn't line up with the laser, or the beam, rather. Next shot should finish it off. Nope. Not doing that. The money I spent on the FTL hopping thing was a mistake last time. A node's a node, and I could have gone the other direction. I I could have used that to have two weapons at the same time, or get a little bit closer to it. Is that 90 scrap? I was short of it. No. We're not doing that. Alright, we're back in time. Time to kill is tough. Talked about that before, like with MMOs, it's generally important that if you make a mistake in the first minute of a 10-minute fight that's going to kill you 10 minutes later, that the game should be over at that point. The enemy should just insta-kill you. And I think that lesson still applies to FTL, but I honestly don't know how you fix it. Like, the way this game is structured, the game itself doesn't know that you made that bad of a mistake, right? Whereas in the MMO example, the game can know, okay, you mathematically don't have enough DPS to beat the enrage timer at this point, so let's just go ahead and auto-kill you. I don't think it can know with 100% certainty that the game is unwinnable based on an early mistake. I need 85. Might have kept it after getting it for free. I like the idea for this ship, since this ship is in such danger of getting screwed by the rebels. I feel like it should be cheaper. 50 is a little expensive for what it does. Being able to hop back to a shop is nice. The rebels just move too fast, though, I think is a big part of the problem. My nodes here. Through here. I gotta get a lot of this stuff done in this first sector. More conservative. I was really conservative when I started playing this game. Now I feel, especially on normal, it's like, oh my god, I have to get as much scrap as I possibly can before I leave the first sector. It's game over later on. That's nice. The 29 energy achievement's probably a lot easier to get on easy. Not enough scrap to upgrade everything. I can get one tick, then I can at least turn that on if I absolutely have to. No, it's still really good. I think that that issue might not be solvable. I think that there are other things about FTL that are very cool that make the time to death problem unsolvable, and you just kind of have to accept that. It's one of those, like, if this can be solved, it should be solved, but it's not necessarily always solvable, if that makes sense. I think that's true with time to death in this game. No. Definitely not. Because the player probably gets more savvy and realizes when they've made a run-ending mistake early on and can reset as appropriate. Nope, I don't want to waste more. Too bad those two don't connect. there's any way I can draw this better. 3 is as good as I'm gonna get. Turn this on for this one. To do some more pressure to the Zoltan shield. It seems like people aren't quite as stoked about Into the Breach as they have been about FTL. Is there any reason for that? I guess it's a very different game. It's actual perfect information. This one is definitely not. Well, this game is perfect-er information than a lot of games are. You can definitely make very informed decisions in this. Really? I really liked what I played of it, Yugibo. It's basically a puzzle game. My crew can pass up some mirror hull damages, thanks. Thanks, dude. This store. Probably do this. Exit's really far. So I have some chances to bail out on my way there. So many dead nodes, man. This game is still interesting every run, sure. Makes sense. Gotta open with the weapon skill. Can shoot down the shield here. Didn't like how perfect the info was. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I felt that stress too, playing Into the Breach. I only played it for one session, but... yeah. And the right move instead of a good move. Because there's always a right move on the board every single time. It's very interesting. Sweet. I think I can make it. Exit's really far on the right edge. Really? That's interesting. I think I prefer European board games. Well, I guess it depends. I think I'm officially not a fan of co-op board games, even though I feel like I should be. Just because I haven't played too many that, you know, really solve the quarterbacking problem. I feel like Aid the Civilian Ship is a really good mission for scrap. As long as the civilian ship doesn't run away, you get 2 nodes worth of progress. Assist, that's right. I'm trying to think if there's always a correct play in a game like Settlers of Catan. There definitely is in a game like Ticket to Ride. Double scrap. Well, I have enough weapons juice, and I'm gonna wait till I get a shop. I've got missiles right now, so that helps to mitigate my risk a little bit. A lot of dead nodes in this sector. It was a bummer. Two drone parts for 4 fuel. Other way around, yeah. send the crew to help. Giant alien spiders are no joke. This is probably a coin flip. 50% chance that my crew member dies and I get nothing. Team stays in control. Way to go, team. Did not deserve for that to work out well. Right. I guess the Euro board game craze was sort of rebelling against what made a lot of American board games bad. So, I'm trying to think of what... I'm sure someone's written an article on describing it, but if I were to think about how I would define Euro features that have kind of crept into all board game design, catch-up mechanics are really important, a clamp on the duration of the game, controls against snowballing, and RNG limitations, I think would be like my 4 pillars. Ameritrash. Sorry, or Monopoly. Yeah, okay, that's not a terrible deal. Not amazing, but it's not bad. So looking for a shop. Risk, yeah. Risk just needed Risk needed all 4 of those things. It had a snowballing problem, it had an RNG problem, it had a length problem, and it had no catch-up mechanics. Strip the ship. Store. I can get back to the exit. Right. Hit both of them. I think so. Oh no! Should probably learn my geometry better. Assume that straight line can't possibly enter all 4 of those rooms. 3 is the best I'm gonna get. Four missiles. No, I need scrap. Fantasy Flight produced excellent Ameritrash. Yeah. Played a couple good Fantasy Flight games. It's definitely it's a gradient, it's a spectrum, it's not binary. On one end you have chutes and ladders, true RNG, no player decisions whatsoever. Then you have games of perfect information. Alright, what do we got? Repair arm, FTL jammer... weapons maybe. Legacy. 2 projectiles at the cost of 1, so it uses 1 missile, but it shoots 2? Spend on missiles though. Oh, chain burst laser. This one paid the bills in a previous run. This might be what I need to counter my my weakness. My weakness right now is long fights. But I guess it's also kind of investing in long fights. Doesn't use a missile. Let's do this. 2 energy. Can afford it. To pick up 1 more system power. Oh, because that was powered. Okay. I needed it anyway, though, so that was next. It's another store. Both types of games get made on both sides of the Atlantic. Oh, I didn't know Ticket to Ride was created by someone in the U.S. I just assumed, especially with the whole train focus, that was But yeah, mechanically, it's definitely a Euroboard game. Played this game called Ethnos that I, at least personally, think is a strictly better Ticket to Ride. That life is pretty awful. Ow. Rude. Sweet. Let's just focus shields and then try to take out weapons with everything else, I guess. Nice dodge. Value dodge. Ooh, I like the timing on the chain laser at the very start. I think the cooldown works out that it fires just before the halberd beam. So if it can hit the shields, that's fantastic. Neat. This is feeling like, I don't know if it's going to be the run, but it is at least a run. Indefinite article hype. Sweet. Oh, did not see that my shields got T-powered. Let me see if that's always true. If I pause at the beginning and target them at the start, if the chain laser will always land right in time. It does. That's fantastic. It's like the ultimate combo weapon to it. Ooh-wee. Fuck it up now. Be fallen now. I'd like to beat it on normal. I've beaten it on easy twice. Yeah, unlocking ships would be nice since it's permanent progression. Heal them. No. Shocker. Let's see. It's about as good as it gets, I think. In that case, I should start with the shield room. This won't be as great because of the Zoltan shields. I guess the chain laser will get out of phase with the halberd beam eventually, but it's probably still a net good thing if I can just keep pressure on the shields. I still think an ion beam would be a really or an ion cannon would be a really nice combo with the halberd beam. Actually, let's do this instead. I like having more micro to do as well. Early halberd beam is mostly set it up and then watch. Next sector, Uncharted versus Zoltan. Maybe I can get good Zoltan stuff here. Like, Zoltan crew member blue text interactions. I'll buy more fuel when I get a chance. Mountains of Madness. Co-op game that puts restrictions on how you can interact. Couldn't speak if people were looking at them. Huh. Interesting. I imagine that's very difficult to enforce. Definitely played some of that Betrayal at House on the Hill, which I think I hate. I went, like, my first game of that, I was like, I really like this game. My second game was like, still pretty good. And my third game, like, this game's a toy. This is not a game. Bring him to your ship in hopes of finding help for him, as long as he doesn't murder somebody. Dies in the explosion. Great. That was worth it. I think I've had that work out before, where joining the ship was just what you needed to feel better. Anyway, I was going to say, Betrayal at House on the Hill had a thing where it's like, everyone has to talk like a baby. And I was like, that's a cool idea for a rule, but in practice, you can't do it. It's really hard for humans to not want to pipe in English. At least I didn't lose a crew member. It's basically an empty node that did a little bit of hold image. Could I have lost a crew member to that? Let's take out weapons first. They don't hack my weapons. Yikes. Madman assassinates someone. Oh, Midbay 2 for blue text? Wow, I should pick that up sooner. It's cheap. I should probably take the cheap upgrades. They're really impactful later on. Let's see if I can just store. Getting a crew member slot. That's fair defense. There are never shops in Nebulas, right? Nebulae? Garbage. Good, we need the chain laser here. Perfect. It's very lucky. Those laser drones are awful. Give me a lot of trouble. Okay, I think I need to manually hold off on the chain laser +1. At least in this situation, to run it at the same time as the halberd beam. It's better. Now I can let it run. Okay, that went fine. Hey, it's a store. Move all the way down and around. Probably do this first. Let's do this in the store. That was waste. Burst laser 3. Alright, power 4. 5 shots per charge. You get 2 halberd beams. I guess that's useless though if it has 2 or more shield, right? Since it doesn't actually deplete the shield. Scrap recovery arm. A little late for that. I haven't seen you all day. Where you been? Right. MVP. I guess I could keep this. It sells for basically nothing. I can have it as a backup if I absolutely need to use my missiles for some purpose. I'll keep doing this then. Alright, let's think here. Mind control. How do you... I want to hit the weapons room pretty much no matter what. Rank 4. Then I'll micro the chain laser on the +1. Which I don't think I have to on the +1 because reasons. I have to deplete the Zoltan shield first, what I just did. Okay, never mind. I will micro it. Don't attack my weapons, man. I'm gonna go punch him just so he stops doing that. I hate it. Beauty. I don't sound to one shield, I can leave that alone. Sweet. One much better than it has in the past. That's the diminishing returns point for engines. So I need a little bit more scrap to make it effective. See if I can get something at the shop. There's a lot of drones. Missiles and asteroids only. Drones. I can roll with that. What's the maximum number of rooms I can hit here? 3. It's 3. So I can take down their drones, I guess. I guess I should start by taking out their shields. They only have the one laser. Oh no, they do have an ion thing, but I'll still do the shields. Not great. I can't dodge anymore though, so that's nice. Micro the chain laser here. The Engi ship's good fundamentals make up for their inability to dodge. Nice. Definitely one of those games where I get so in the groove of planning out my turn that I forget to look at the enemy health and see that I'm about to win. It's like missing lethal in a card game. Alright, let's actually scope out the shop first. Tilt jammer, drone recovery, shield charge booster. I just don't ever want to have to think about that. I think I can do 3. Exit's far enough on the edge. Alright, let's do the standard. What a waste. I'll let my oxygen hit 50% before I jump here. What are we doing on... I need a little bit more scrap. Actually, I don't, because I do not need to power in that bay. Engis can power it themselves. Alright, 35% dodge is pretty good. I'm gonna just barely make it without having to fight any lumbering Zoltan freighter with no one at the helm. Sweet. Oh, that might count against me, I don't know. Any part of it is in there? Okay. Maybe if it's less than 50% is in there. Welcome to Uncle Joe's Fix-It Shop. Upgrade piloting for 8 scrap. Yeah, seems like that's a steal. But it has to have a red glow around it. Okay, thank you. I never noticed that. Let's stick in Zoltan's new gold space. Investigate the surface. Lone survivor. Charlie. He's got good piloting. So Spiky can go be a shield man. Charlie, be defense. Although I guess I shouldn't have a Zoltan in piloting for future reference. I haven't really thought about that, but they can't power piloting. So if I recruit like a human or something, they would do better in there. Humans have any special features, or are they just generic? Again, the intruders on board is a separate event entirely from this ship. They're not connected to the ship. The ship doesn't have teleporters. But humans level up faster. So I have noticed that it takes everybody forever. Okay, let's see. Can probably get 4. Not been able to hit across a 3 intersection before, just not a 4. Gonna aim it from a different direction. Huh. That should work in the other direction, right? Hit the shield earlier, if not first. Okay. And they put some drones on me, which is a pain. Just roll this, see what happens. And then I have to make the choice, do I try to force these guys into the med bay? I guess so. Things could go bad with everybody over there, but I guess I can keep him in piloting to dodge some stuff. Only hurt you if they ion it. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, I forgot that I left that unpowered. Huh. When I moved him out of the weapons room, that's a problem with Zoltan. Oh, my doors room is busted. That sucks. Send this guy to go fix it. Then my weapons took damage. Shoot, I gotta jump. Well... Still haven't turned what on? It was on when I came in. I think I got zapped really early on. Got disabled or something. I gotta jump. I kind of played. Why would it have been off in the first place? That's part of what I don't understand. My Zoltan left. But it doesn't need a Zoltan to be powered. Does it just automatic? Okay, so hold on. If I have 2 energy assigned to shield, and then I put a Zoltan in that room, it removes one of the energy that I had assigned automatically, and then if I move the Zoltan out of that room, it loses power? It's kind of... I can still hear fire somewhere. No one's good at repairing. Okay. Well, in that case... So basically, whenever I move Zoltan between rooms, I have to be super careful. Or have an extra floating pointless shield in there until I can upgrade it. No, I wasn't. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but this is what happened here. I'll show you. So it was set up like this, right? Everything's great. Then I move him in here, and that energy goes away. Then I move him out of here. I don't understand. I definitely had it powered. Like, I've got the power to afford it too. So, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so here, let's try it again. Move him out of the room. I guess it is auto-assigning it. I don't understand what happened. I definitely didn't have the medbay power during that. I don't see how moving him out of shields... If it was on, it would have turned off. Weird. Well, I guess I had to have the medbay on, because I would have had to have done that to get them in the room they were in. Yeah. Yeah, so it just happened. Why, though? Hold on. Okay, so put him in here, power shields, move him here, and then move everyone to medbay. Why does that happen? Is it because there's multiple Zoltans moving through the shield room? Because if I do it like this, hold on a second. Right. I do it like this. Fortunately, it keeps wanting to power the medbay when people leave the medbay too, and I never want it powered with an all Zoltan crew. So if I go like this, and I move one person over to the medbay, then it's fine. The shields stay powered. But if I move 2 people... pause and assign it here. I think what's happening is... So you think it's assigning to the weapons? Because the Zoltan that was in the weapons room is leaving the weapons room. Alright, so there's a way to test that. So I can move engine guy instead of shield guy. Sorry, this is important for me to understand because I'm puzzled as to why I died there. Oops. Come. Alright. So, I send him here and him here. Does it do the same thing? Yes. So it's not as he leaves the engine room. I think it's actually because there's another Zoltan that enters the shield room. Because the same thing happened there, and it wasn't because it assigned it to engines, right? What if I do it in the other order? What if I send him first? Oh, wow. Huh. Now wait, let me make sure that that is reproducible. Alright, so watch this. If the shield room is fully powered, and I send my engine guy into the med bay, it didn't happen that time. Oh, it's because when they were in the med bay, after leaving the med bay, I used the floating power and put it back in the med bay. That's okay. Whatever. Basically, I've just learned that if I need to move Zoltan around the ship, I need to be combat pausing as I move them out of rooms and microing my systems. That wasn't the way I expected that to play. I thought that if I had enough energy for shield and a Zoltan in the shield room left, that it wouldn't poop the bed on me. Yeah. I took a ton of damage because of that. Easily down like 50 or more scrap because of it. I don't think it's unrecoverable. Still have a decent combo. Still might try to get a missile weapon that's cheap. Or I could end up using Leto. Shield's the only system they screw up. Probably because it requires 2 to be able to do anything. Don't need this at the beginning. Do that. Let's see. Nice. It hit me a lot faster than I was hoping it would. Shit. Before the chain laser could even fire. Larg. Guess I'll send him to fix O2 when that's out of the way. More hit and we got him. But I might die in the process. Oh, he dodged right as I was gonna... Ugh. Lord. One fuel at the fuel depot. 22 scrap. Did not pay for the hull damage. Fix the shields. Scrap deficit is getting pretty big. Oh no, not another intruders and these guys. Son of a bitch. At least I get doors early. Helps a little bit. I didn't spawn somewhere with the system, which helps too. Okay. Let's try to take out. Now we gotta take out their shield. Doors are down, I can't fix these. Oh wait, no, doors aren't down, they just broke that window. Let's micro the chain laser again. Son of a bitch. Don't you die, Spiky. Did leave the shield room. Oh, I had a character die. Son of a bitch. I missed it while I was trying to focus on the ship over there. Alright. At least I don't have to worry about the shield room anymore. These mantises are awful. New weapons guy. Let's get him healed up real quick. Just moving through that room is dangerous, basically. I don't have power. Oh, because of the med bay. I wish that was a setting I could turn off. So I haven't looked at the settings in a while. Full screen, choice selection, no delay, beacon paths on hover. Search among the stores. Full beam, ion blast. Oh, 3 powers, too much. It's only 1 shot, too. Well, take the repair. Participate in their study. 20 scrap. That was no danger scrap. I like it. Can't tell if I could safely make it to the shop to maybe get a couple bits of fuel. Right, there's a shop here anyway, so it doesn't matter. I could have gone to the other store, but it wouldn't have mattered. Store is a store. Try to get some Nebula time here if we can. would have been nice. A couple notes ago. Three shields. Is that untenable for me? All the way. I think I can use the Plato missile early on. I have to do a ton of damage to it though. This thing only does 1 damage. I guess I could breach or put a fire in there. Just let it charge the halberd beam, and I'll do some chain lasers on it. Wow, that wasn't enough to reduce its shields at all. Golly. Even that didn't really do any damage. Dang. Very rough. It's still orange too. Save the chain laser. I'm gonna lose my chain laser because there won't be anybody in the room to power it. Guess I should fire it now then. Nope, timing was off. We gotta go. I hate it, but we gotta go. I don't think I like the Zoltan. Like, oh, he died while I was jumping. He takes so much damage per second. I think that the whole, oh, they power the system they're in is not as nice as it seems that it should be. Like, it ends up being super nice so long as you never need to move your crew ever, but the second you need to move them, it's a huge liability. So I might avoid playing as them anymore. And I think it's Zoltan. It's not even just like the attention problem, it's that if I must move a Zoltan out of the weapons room, my ship's efficacy drops significantly if I've currently budgeted requiring that there be a Zoltan in that room, if that makes sense. So there's no amount of micro that I can do to have my ship do damage to the opponent with this current build if intruders end up in that room and I have to evacuate him. The only option is to put energy in rooms as though the Zoltan's not there, and then use that float for something else. I don't know what I would use it for. Yeah, but that's why I don't like the Zoltan, because I didn't understand that would happen, right? Like, I'm still not even entirely clear on what was happening there. We went back and we played out the scenario several times. If I had someone from engineering walk through the shield room to the med bay, it would depower the shields in the process because of the way it assigns energy to the med bay when someone leaves it. Like, I had to know, and now I know that I have to pause constantly whenever I'm moving Zoltan around. Kestrel's the most balanced one. Because, like, I had the energy to power it, and there was no reason for it to not be powered just because a person walked through the room, basically. But I can't afford shield now, right? Definitely won't ever have a Zoltan near a shield room in the future if I ever recruit one. So that doesn't even do anything. It needs to have 2 to function. Three. I think I would have been screwed here with 3 shields anyway. I'm not super prepared to handle it. Yeah, there's not enough scrap in normal mode to be able to upgrade everything. Part of the problem is, like, it's always super clear with hindsight what you should have invested in once you die to it. But it's like, you know, one game, I'll buy shields. It's like, oh, I should have gotten engines. And then I'll get engines, I should have gotten shields. And I'll get engines and shields, I should have gotten weapons, right? Like, normal is very hard. This one's already over, I can try to win it if I time this laser, but it's taking too much damage. Yeah, I think easy is normal, normal is hard, and hard is insane. That's how I read this game so far, anyway. Oh, it's already too late, because it's got back up to 3 shields. I wonder if I depower it if it loses its charge for the level. It does lose its charge. Okay. Let's just jump. Any amount of scrap I get, I would have to spend on further hull repairs. I think it might also be that most of the unlocks unlock just the same whether you get them on easy or normal, so you should really try to go for all the unlocks on easy, since a lot of them tie to the amount of scrap you have available, like the amount of engines you can build, that sort of thing. And then you should maybe approach higher difficulties once you've unlocked everything. Dead man walking. Let's see if I can survive this round. Right. Describing, you know, 100% scrap mode, 80% scrap mode, 60% scrap mode, that kind of thing. Played a couple games that have done a good job of that. Yeah, see, I think that's the right solution. I totally agree with you, this name. I'm surprised that I can unlock everything on easy and then have all that available in hard. And it tracks that I did the achievement on easy, but it doesn't actually restrict me from using it in a later difficulty. It makes it feel like it's correct to just play on easy. I do feel like a game like this, like, you gotta give the player something a little bit extra for playing on a harder difficulty, otherwise the question is like, but why? You know? Challenge yourself, sure. I'll probably play this off stream. I think I'm gonna stick to easy. Easy's still hard, and I actually get to play the game. I get to make a mistake in a node and not end the run. And I enjoy unlocking ships and stuff. Like that's like the core cathartic milestone for me, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get an achievement in normal mode. Higher score, yeah. I've taken a lot of bad ships, and like I've never tried the ships that I've won the game with on normal. Because that's not true. I brought the Engi ship and got wrecked on normal, but I haven't brought like the Kestrel or the ship with all the lasers far enough into it. Difficulty scenic. Yeah. Well, I don't see. That's the thing, is I don't feel like the resources in easy are generous. I think the resources on easy are normal. Like, you still have to make good decisions, and you definitely can't upgrade everything, and you're not going to be able to buy everything you run into. Like, you know, you have to stay on top of it. It just feels like it's scarce. That was pretty good, and then I just didn't have the ability to overwhelm it and buy enough stuff early on. I guess I could try Kestrel again. I really want to try these more interesting ships, though, rather than just variations of the good human ship. This run's basically over, so I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna try the Zoltan ship one more time. I would like to get a win with it, or at least get the 29 power achievement. We'll do it on easy. That's 17 or 18? Alright, 29 power and systems at the same time. Let's try for it. Some scarce challenge. Right. It's semantics, though. It's not really a big deal. I think this game is easy mode, and anything above that is, like, super, super, super hard. I'm gonna challenge myself for the sake of challenging myself mode. I'm really glad you guys warned me to start on easy, because I would have started on normal. I think on normal you can maybe run away from one ship that you can't handle and stay on curve. But if you go more than that, you're not recovering. Yeah, just check it out. Definitely play it on easy. The ships you face also change. I really thought it was just scrap, because that's every time I've died so far in normal, my thought afterward is, oh wow, I should have upgraded X thing that I couldn't due to the opportunity cost. Nope, definitely not doing that. You run into like 2 shield ships sooner or something? Ship curve is steeper. Oh, O2's not powered because of shenanigans, I see. Engine guy can be repair guy, I guess. Difficulty tuning is a really hard thing to do in games. I think that 90% of my frustration with normal in this, I recognize that I'm bad, right? I could be better, I could be making better decisions. But it's the time to death thing. It's the feeling like, oh, I should keep going. It's shameful to reset when you make one mistake. But I think that when you play normal, you should reset on every single mistake. No matter how far along you are, if you look at your scrap count and you're behind the curve by like 50 or more, it's time to re-roll, rather than limp for another 40 minutes. Hey, Chaos, how's it going? How are you doing? And again, I don't think it's not a complaint about FTL, because I don't think FTL can fix that. The only way it could fix it, I think, is to add a chance for like a catch-up node. You know, you run into a node and it gives you something based on how poorly you're doing. Give you a reason to try to survive for a couple more systems. See if you land one of those. Good morning. How's your job been treating you? Okay, I might take the free slave. Let's see. It's definitely a game that I would love to have on my phone. I just to be clear, I like this game a lot. It's really, really good. It's probably one of the best roguelike games I've ever played. I kind of wish that easy was the only difficulty. But that's also not super consistent with my attitude in the past. My attitude has usually been, people want to play it on hard, let them play it on hard. I'd actually be really interested to see what the developers say about that sort of thing. Asking for trouble by putting him in shield, so I'll just try to keep on top of it. Like if they designed the game at normal and then made, oh, this is a little bit hard, let's tune it down to easy. Or they started with easy and then added normal. Like, what do they intend you to play on? What's the definitive experience? Ship out. Right. Yeah, I hear you. Do you have to work the holiday? Do you guys get off at all, Chaos? Probably get comp time, I'm guessing. Or holiday pay. It does say when you boot up the game, losing is fun. Losing right away is fun. One shot. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Oh, they added hard in AE? I don't know if I mentioned that. I heard you mention that. So it was already normal in hard mode, and then they added insane mode, basically. That's helpful. Yeah, the more I think about it, I think it's time to death. I think it's if I zoned into a map and forgot to power shields and just got obliterated, I think I would laugh and go, "Oh man, I really fucked that one up, didn't I?" I think that happened quite a bit in like Darkest Dungeon, where I would misplay and go, "Oh, that sucks, he died, man, what a bummer." But here it's like I get away with a quarter of my hull left, and the game is really over, but I don't really realize that it's over for another sector or two. Oh man. I haven't done that without taking hull damage before. I guess I didn't get a huge bonus out of it, but I do still need to get a better weapon. Let's try to do that soon. Looking forward to consuming 1 billion calories. Yeah, I get 1 billion calories just from all that stuffing. Never had rice stuffing. That sounds kind of good, Yukiko. Anything special you have to do with it? Hit this, and then the store, and then distress, maybe. Probably still hit the quest. Run away less. Yeah, just let yourself die. Well, especially on normal. On normal, where running away is... I think you maybe get to run away once. But if you run away twice, you're so far below curve, you cannot... It is impossible to recover. Yeah, that sounds awesome, Yukubo. I might try it out sometime. Nice. I haven't had fried turkey in a long time. I guess you have to play enough normal to realize that running away twice is a death sentence. Because before we attempted normal, I don't think I ever ran without finishing a fight, because it's never really necessary on easy. So it's like the first difficulty where that becomes a necessity. It's actually making me interested. After we finish this on stream, I might watch some like YouTube videos of this game and see like what's the maximum number of times someone's run away and salvaged their run and still beaten the game. Let's save some salvage for now. Right, random loot could be like, oh, you get a good weapon or a good augmentation. Is that the fix then, I wonder? Like, is the fix to make it impossible to run away? The fact that you can maybe run away once and salvage your run, I don't know, is worth the ability to beat your head against the wall. Could do the heavy ion. It's only one shot. It does do 2 ion damage, though. If I time it with the beam, it should be enough. It should take away 2 bubbles of shield, I guess, depending on how much shield they have. At least 1. I kind of want the ion weapon that charges up bubbles over time. I'll give it a try, why not? Okay, I guess running away from the rebel fleet makes sense, because there's no reward for winning these fights. Yeah. Minimize your fights and still try to win. Well. Scarf is gone. That's okay though, now I don't have somebody in the shield room. I don't want anyone in the shield room. 07. Sorry, Andrew was using the ice machine.
I was trying to be quiet, I didn't use the door!
It's okay.
I just pulling it out with my hands.
It's fine. Maybe you keep running just for rebel fights, specifically those rebel fights on the way out. I don't know, I guess the whole FTL jumping thing is a pretty core part of the game, isn't it? It's just something you should almost never do. Take the weapon and any spare scrap. Stasis Chamber is a character. I'd rather have the scrap, I think, my character. This can sell that, it's just fine. Sell it at the store right here. Maybe what you could do is you could replace all of the nothing happens nodes in normal and above, normal and hard, with something happens but it's very dangerous, like it's harder to win than normal, but it gives you good rewards for winning. Because that's a big element of the RNG that can put you way behind curve if you hit like 3 nothing happens nodes in a row. Like, I'd rather have a 1 in 3 or 2 in 3 chance to die and a 1 in 3 chance to get good shit. Don't have the med bay, we'll leave him to his ratings. Well, I should probably take risks at this point. Yeah, you could do like a seed hack. Let's see. Ion stunner. 1 power. Stuns crew. Disable systems. Guess I could do both of those. Just go full ion and then the beam kills stuff. Makes sense to be more reckless when things are going wrong. No. It's nice and cheap anyway. Their store. I'm just curious, like, what room there is to... If we agree that, like, it's not ideal to have a runaway system and then have the game mechanics strongly discourage running away ever. Over here? Maybe not. Not quite. At least hit the weapons then. Wait, I thought I had it there for a second. I just maybe hovered over it really fast. What's the design? What are things? What are variables you can change if we agree that running away is too punishing? You can keep the average scrap permission low if you have fewer dead nodes, or you overall slow the rate of rebel chasing. Are there any ships that just automatically make the rebels move slower? That would be a cool bit of design space to explore. You're always in a nebula. Hull damage less punishing, so running away is less tempting. I guess the only point of hull damage that matters is the last one. Yeah. I feel like you could do a lot of ship combinations just with, you know, have a ship for every possible augment starts with it. Getting it for free is a lot different than spending precious scrap on it. I interrupted it mid-beam, that's cool. That's me too far. Right? Yeah, it's way too far. Let's... do this for now. Laser repair, drones, ion bomb. Fires 1 power. Uses a missile though. Huh. Does 4 ion damage. Could see that being nice. So yeah, I ended up losing 23 scrap for trading out the heavy ion for that. That's not terrible, that's like 1 event. Alright, that's going to be much easier for me to support. I can actually use my missiles for something. Send in your crew to help control the crowds. Am I going to get a virus again? Okay, nothing happened. Okay. Could have been worse. Never surrender our crew to slavers. Good 5, just 4. The stun from the ion stunner lasts long enough for the hopper beam to fire if I start them at the same time. Should watch it though. Yeah, just barely. Destroys, I'll die anyway. Medbay 2. I feel like I should pick that up sooner. It's only 35. It's much easier for me to justify it on this difficulty. It's a little bit late now. If I hit the shield, it counts as shield disruption, so I may as well launch it on something I care more about, like weapons. Stun the guy too, that's cool. Nope. He will not accept surrender. Scrap. Yeah. There's a lot of events that are impacted by it, though. Yeah, okay. I was down one of those anyway. Oh wow, my ion stunner hit a asteroid, it looks like. That's crazy. Poor rock people. They just don't know where to go. They had their priorities changed multiple times within the space of like a second there. It was funny. The store after this. Whoops. That was a mistake. I thought that was yellow. Makes sense though. Yeah, right. I feel like the majority of players are gonna have decent shields. No friends. Absolutely not. Okay. Start working on being able to equip this. Do it now, actually. See what's at the store. Members. Oh. I need that. I might try the shield charge booster, actually. Strip the ship. Hacking. So I can hack shields to time the... Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good call. Next time. Hacking shields has been pretty underwhelming in most of the opportunities I've had to do it. Oh, this sucks. I didn't realize it was going to be this trapped. Unlucky map. But I see how it would be really good with the halberd, because then you could hack the shields down and then take them down with the halberd. Send someone out there to defuse it. Red wire or the blue? Blue! Yahan is gone. It was not the blue wire. Yikes. I don't have anyone manning my weapons. Okie doke. I guess the asteroid field's not great for the Zoltan shield, but other than that, it's pretty convenient. Nope. End up losing all my Zoltan crew members, and it's just gonna be a lone human piloting a Zoltan ship. Laborers for cheap. Attack the slaver scum. Do need another crew member. Yeah, okay. The lone Mantis winning with the ship. Exactly. I could see it happening. Let's go. I don't have an Engi, but maybe I can recruit one before I find the quest. Perhaps at the store, even. For exactly the amount of money that I currently have. Scrap recovery arm! Love you so much. Alright, let's fish for this mission. How'd you like it, Spiky? Is it as good throughout as it is at the very beginning? That was my biggest concern while playing it, that it felt so amazing. It's like, they can't keep this up, can they? Sweet. Oh, right. You should probably be doing something, shouldn't you? Instead of just standing there. Why don't you go man the shield room? Because you're not going to be as destructive to the shield room as my other characters. No. Oh, really? Interesting. They plan to support it with DLC or something? Interesting. Have your Engi crew member contact them. Offer your help. Okay, let's try to actually do it this time. Gotta go straight there. Can't stop anywhere. Does the length seem appropriate? It seemed like the how long to beat was just in the right area. You guys didn't see it at all. Crosscode, if I had known better, I would have scheduled it for earlier in the 24-hour indie stream, but it was by far the most surprising game that I played during the 24-hour stream. I enjoyed it a lot. It's like this, a game about an MMO, but it's an incredibly different approach from something like Dot Hack. Really cool, like action RPG. Neat story. It has this Chrono Trigger feel that I can't quite put my finger on it. Some combination of the graphics, the soundtrack, the UI, the precision of the dialogue, the questing system. Like it's not at all like Chrono Trigger, but something about it reminds me of Chrono Trigger. Let's see. This S-bomb. There we go. Now I can use my missiles. Final save is 4722, doing basically everything. Side quests all lead to a minigame or a unique boss, not just bare asses. That's really good. I was impressed by the side quests that I saw. I'm pumped to play it again. If you want to see what the game's all about, if you watch that 24-hour stream VOD for Crosscode, that should be enough information. I think you're right, this name, about the ship curve being nastier on normal. I'm still fighting dudes with one shield. This is like the third sector, and by the end of the second sector, everybody already had 2 shields. I definitely have more time to build up this Zoltan ship. The ion bomb takes a while to charge. Once it goes, it goes. Demand information on the stolen technology. Oh, another quest marker. Interesting. Okay. Both very reachable, fortunately. Puzzles are really good too. It has like Lufia 2 puzzles. Like the difficulty and quality level of the puzzles from Lufia 2. Anyway, if you didn't see it, you should totally check it out. Sleeper hit of 2018. It's a 2018 game, sort of. Yeah, I didn't even get to the craziest puzzles in the couple hours I played on stream for the 24-hour stream, but I was really impressed with the puzzle design on the whole. It's kind of hard to get right. My bomb missed there? That's interesting. I don't think that was possible. He really tried to open that door. It basically has Zelda dungeons despite being an action RPG. Yeah, it's a lot of genres. It's a very difficult game to classify. I liked it a lot because it seemed to be... I know we're at time, I'm just gonna finish this ship. It seemed to be checking a lot of my boxes. In ways that were surprising. Whoa! Ooh, ship unlocked, Linnaeus cruiser. And a stealth cruiser. Awesome. Well then, that's the one that I've been wanting to unlock this whole game, so next session we'll get to... that'll be the last FTL session. I'll get a chance to check that out. That's very exciting. Advantage over missiles, they can't be intercepted. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's look at what the jump says here. Save and quit. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's been a treat as always. Let me let you know what's